Always fun to get out and play somebody else
Yeah.
early in the fall here, and just you've had a couple full weeks of practice now with the full squad, and just kind of outside of scrimmages, kind of get out and see some other arms, some things like that. Can you just kind of give an assessment on the day as a whole?
I'm glad we're able to play a good opponent early, because now there's a reason we're doing bunt defense. We haven't done pickoffs yet because we've only been practicing for a little over a week, and we get exposed controlling the running game today. So when you play another opponent and they're talented and they're doing everything they can to score, it brings an awareness to the defense, and the pitcher is like, oh, wow, that's why I got to have a better pickoff move. Oh, wow, that's why I got to keep the guy close at second. So, and the same thing with the hitters and the batter's box. Oh, that's why we do hit and run. Oh, that's why we do get them over. Oh, that's why we do 2 strikes, infield back. So, as hard as we've been coaching the past couple weeks, sometimes you need the light to come on, and this is one of those days where, oh, wow, the light hopefully came on. I think it did. And even for our coaching staff, we can't just check a box just because we're doing this and we're doing that every day in practice, and you want to walk in and feel good about the team, but you realize, all right, well, they got to be able to execute it when the lights are on. And we did some good things today. We executed, but obviously we didn't do everything at the level that we're capable of. So I challenge a team like football. One thing I love about football is how much better they get from week 1 to week 2. And we play a good team next Sunday. So we got a week to kind of hopefully get better in several areas.
Can you talk a little bit about some of the things you thought you did do well today?
We got out of the gate both games. Good teams win the first 3-inning segment, and man, we jumped in the batter's box and we were ready. We were banging balls, we were scoring runs. Base running, obviously we got picked off a couple of times. Not great on the bases. I thought some pitchers threw really well. I thought fly ball communication. If you saw practice the other day, you know why my hair is thinning out. Whereas today it was so we did some good things today, but obviously as a coach, it's all the things that we kind of got exposed, some of the areas that we struggled. And that's, again, controlling the running game, maybe getting off the field with 2 outs, probably executing offensively, whether it was a hit and run, whether it was to get them over, whether it was to get them in, runner on third, less than 2 outs. All these things that we're preaching, but now they know why we're adamant about, little things like that.
A lot of really good things that you can see out here, and like you're saying, in the fall, whether it's good or bad, you get a lot of opportunities to teach out of moments like this, no matter, like I said, whether it's they're doing something good and that's something you want to encourage them to keep doing, or like you're saying, some of these things, whether it be pickoff or some running things or whatever it may be, better to have these things obviously be happening in the fall, and they're going to happen early, right, as you're molding your team together in the way you want it, and finding those teaching moments for everybody.
Yeah, believe me, as a competitor, and I think we both scored 17 runs today, would I like to have won 17-0 and just dominated in all areas? Yeah, but is that the best thing for this group? Probably not. You pay attention to college football, you see what's happening. Everybody is worried after the big emotional win. Everybody has a letdown. Teams don't show up ready to play, and they get beat. And so I think the best news for today is I think we got their attention. I think we got exposed in some areas. We did a lot of good things, but as coaches, there's points that we can make. I always say, right, winning will mask deficiencies. We won in some areas today, but I'm sure we felt like we lost in some areas too. So I'm looking forward to having their attention to detail this week and trying to get better as a club.
And as you do look forward to next week, obviously, like you said, Indiana's been a very good club, one you're very familiar with, throughout the years, and they got a lot of good pieces back and some things like that. So another good opportunity throughout the week, right, to teach and learn from today and try to show improvement right away against a good club.
Yeah, they got a lot of talent. Nobody's really lost games yet. Nobody's really had slumps yet. Nobody's really struggled. Everybody's optimistic and feeling good, and so that's why I think you see a lot of freedom in the swings, and that's why I think you score more runs maybe, and it might look like on the scoreboard the hitters beat the pitchers, but I think it's just the time of the year, and runs are, not playing clean defense, not communicating, little things that add up to runs, crooked numbers, and so the scoreboard looks like the offense is ahead, but I just think that's the freedom of guys playing in the fall, and just, hey, I'm in the lineup, I get to play today, everybody's going to get their swing off, and so it makes it a little tougher, I think, for the pitchers and the defense.
Awesome. All right, appreciate it, Coach.